Everybody has a favourite song in Castle Crashers. But have you stopped to think just where each of the 40 songs in Castle Crashers ranks? Well, ponder no more, as in today's video, we will be tier listing every song in Castle Crashers. Iconic. There is no song on this list that better represents Castle Crashers than 4 Brave Champions. The second you hear that, your testosterone instantly increases 200%. Genuinely. When I hear this song, I feel like I'm ready for war. Hell, this is the kind of music they were probably playing back then. Now unfortunately, like many songs on this list, the original version is copyrighted, but luckily, this amazing remix by Mudholes does justice to the original. So to absolutely no one's surprise, 4 Brave Champions is an S tier. I love this happy little tune. It has a perfect loop which does not get repetitive at all, making it the ideal song for AFKing on the world map. The song itself is pretty simple, but also has this calming, comfortable nature, which is exactly what I need after dying in the desert for the 100th time. S tier. Yet another banger of a song, and one not many people think about considering you only hear it for like 10 seconds at the beginning of the game. The Barracks Song is very similar to Flutey in my head, as they both serve a similar purpose and both make me feel safe and relaxed. I also love how the Knights dance do not match the music at all. Like bro, what are you headbanging to? Now I'm gonna put Barracks Song in the A tier as I don't think it quite deserves S tier. It's still a great song, but I just don't think it's as iconic as the S tier songs. I mean, yeah, it's creepy, but where's the frog? Creepy Frog does a good job at introducing the evil wizard and delivering that creepy vibe, but outside of character introductions, Creepy Frog doesn't really hold up as a song. D tier. There is not another song that fits the Barbarian War better than Mudholes. It's loud, chaotic, and I absolutely love the chanting in the background. It really does fit a chaotic war like this one. Now, like the Barracks Song, I do really like Mudholes, but I don't think it's quite S tier. S tier songs, at least for me, need to have that iconic something. That being a catchy tune that I want to sing in the shower, or a song that sticks with you for years into the future. And Mudholes doesn't quite have that iconic feel to me. A tier. I'm gonna be saying perfect a lot in this video, but Spanish Waltz is the perfect contrast from the chaotic Mudholes music. After clearing out the home castle, the game sharply transitions into your first store, replacing that messy and violent music with a calm, relaxing, slow-paced Spanish waltz, giving you that sense of safety, allowing you to regather, restock, and head back out into the Barbarian War. S tier. War Machine! S tier. Yeah, no, okay, it's not S tier. I love the military sounding drums and overall serious tone of the song, just to be interrupted by the constant screeching of War Machine. It's great. But outside of the memeability of this song, there's not really anything that stands out. Now I would have said D tier, but the War Machine part pushes it to a C tier. Now I'm quite torn on Factory, as I really enjoy the techno synth in this song, and the ending is literally perfect. However, it takes so long to build up to this part, and the beginning of Factory is nothing special. B tier. Alright, let's give this one a listen. Huh. The file must be corrupted, the song's cutting off at the beginning. Oh! Wait, that's the whole song. Can we call this a song? D tier. Race Around the World is a unique song, as what we hear in game is a high energy, upbeat tune that perfectly represents the victory of battle. But if you actually listen to the whole song, it takes a unexpected turn. See, the only time we hear Race Around the World is when we beat certain levels, such as rescuing the princesses or grabbing the important relics. But upon completing these actions, the game will automatically return you to the map before the song can play in full. Unfortunately, Race Around the World is copyrighted, so I can't play it here, but I do highly recommend you search it up on YouTube. It takes this unexpected comedic twist that literally sounds like a chicken before finishing with the beginning part of the song, just not as energetic. Overall, I'm going to put Race Around the World in A tier, but it hurts knowing that this could have been S tier if used in full. S tier. Everyone agrees this is S tier. I hate that Jumper is copyrighted, so I can't play it, but man, the song is goated. So goated in fact, that it became iconic in 2 completely different games. I don't think there's a song on this list that name matches perfectly with how the song sounds, because it literally sounds like if pirates were in space. How is that possible? It's always a treat to listen to space pirates whilst waiting for half of the forest to do their business. So to no one's surprise, this is an easy S tier. I'm noticing a trend that I don't like, and that's most of the best songs in Castle Crashers are copyrighted. The show is a joy to listen to from start to end. I love how chaotic and silly it is, perfectly encapsulating both the Troll Mother fight and Painter Boss. This song's just a jam, and I wish it wasn't copyrighted, as I would be spamming this in videos. S tier. I really like Techock. Or is it Techock? Techock? How do you say this name? It has a really catchy tune, and I love how the song just gets better as it goes on. But unfortunately, I believe it's only used in this one level, and that's the Abandoned Mill, where you can literally just AFK the whole level and do nothing. Man, and they even had someone pull out the electric guitar for this. Come on, could we have had this like anywhere else? A tier. And next is this channel's sponsors. Hooray, yay! First we got Cheeky, which is of course going in S tier. Their anime summer drop is live right now with a limited restock of their extremely popular Chainsaw Man and Solo Leveling Collector's Box. And you can get 10% off with code Wrecker. Next is Gamer Sups, which is of course also going in S tier. If you're looking for the best energy drink that has 0 sugar and no crash, Gamer Sups is the one for you. Now I could sell you on the fact that they are packed full of vitamins, nootropics, antioxidants, and 100 milligrams of caffeine per serving. But let's be real, you want them anime waifus. They offer a wide variety of delicious flavors, and you could even get free samples. So check the links in the description, and once again, use code Wrecker for 10% off your purchase. Thank you Gamersups and Cheeky for sponsoring the channel, and back to the tier list. Dark Skies is an amazing song. I love the gothic theme it has going, as it feels like the boss music to something in Bloodborne. I do wish, however, that it was a little bit longer, as it repeats itself too soon. But overall, Dark Skies is still a great song. A tier. I really like how this song has 2 different versions. One with the organ playing when the groom is on the organ, and one without. This subtle detail really adds to the groom boss fight, as the boss is literally playing his own boss music and is aura farming the entire time. The song itself isn't my favourite. Can't say I've listened to heavy organ before, but it does fit the vibe of the fight, probably more than any other song on this list, so I'm going to put it in B tier. Rage of the Champions is the equivalent of a drill sergeant busting into the dorms at 3 AM and reminding you where you are and what your duty is. Do drill sergeants do that? I don't know, I'm just a chud. With a name like Rage of the Champions, this song is perfect for getting the players back on track after goofing around for a bit. reminding you what the mission is and really turning up the stakes. So I feel pretty confident putting this one in A tier, as like other songs in this tier, I feel like it lacks that iconic feel that S tiers do. But hey, if you ever catch me in a war, I'll be sure blasting this one. And the award for the longest intro goes to Landfall. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. Landfall suffers from wasted potential, as the song spends like a whole minute building up, just for it to build up to nothing. D tier. This song confuses me, as it kind of just abruptly starts as if I missed the intro. Then once it finds its footing, it literally just repeats the same tune over and over with slight variations. Yeah, this one's boring to listen to. D tier. Now this is what Landfall wanted to be. Admittedly, Vainstar does have a long intro and build up, but this time it actually delivers. Listening to this makes me feel like I'm in a Mission Impossible movie. It's intense and I love it. But despite the glaze, I feel like Vainstar belongs in B tier. It doesn't quite hit the peaks of A tier music and is not a song I can blast on repeat. High energy, fast-paced and intense. Chaoz Japan is the perfect song for a ninja pirate battle in the middle of the ocean. The only sin is that this song only appears once in all of Castle Crashers and is on one of the shortest levels. Like, come on Behemoth, you guys cooked way too hard with this one, only to use it here. S tier. If Chaoz Japan is the 100 miles per hour Lamborghini, Please Don't is the 10-inch concrete wall you just splatted on. The juxtaposition from Chaoz Japan to Please Don't actually hurts me, especially because the desert is one of the longest levels in Castle Crashers, meaning instead of listening to this banger, we have to listen to this. The only thing this song has going for it is that it does match the theme of the level perfectly, but also, I hate the desert, meaning I also hate this. D tier. The Abduction is the definition of a C-tier song. Yes, it does its job as music. It fits the scene and sounds like Aliens. But that's about it. The Abduction doesn't really go above and beyond and stays consistent from start to finish. It's not offensive, but not amazing either, making it just mid. Sandcastle Crashing is like an evolution on Please Don't. It once again perfectly fits the atmosphere of the level and fits nicely in the background. But like the Abduction, that's where it just kind of stops. Once again, I don't think Sandcastle Crashing does anything to make it stand out and stays consistent throughout. C tier. I think Volleyball Match is great. I absolutely love that a whistle is incorporated into the song, and the music as a whole gives me summer beach vibes, which, yeah, knocks the nail on the head. I really like how upbeat the song is, but it also has this competitive vibe to it as well. Honestly, I don't think the Behemoth could have picked a better song, making this one a comfortable B tier. Swampland is one of the more creepier songs on this list, and I think it works well. However, like other songs on this list, I think Swampland takes way too long to ramp up, and when it does finally hit its peak, it has like 15 seconds before it's over. Now, since this is my list and your music taste might be different, I would personally put Swampland at a high D tier, as I like my music to be catchy and have that iconic tune, which Swampland does not. This is the music I imagine when I think of those Discord mod Pokemon scalpers walking into a store to fight over cardboard. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this song. Outside of the fact it's linked to the Corn Boss, which sucks, Child of the Corn just has nothing interesting to it. It's extremely dull and repetitive, and I hate that swamp bubble popping sound in the background. D tier. Flooded Temple is next, and it's just so mid. Now seriously, have you ever heard anyone say Flooded Temple is their favourite song? It's frustrating, because it's not bad, but there's just nothing to it. It works as background noise when playing through the level, but that's about it. D tier. Yeah, let's wrap it up at this point as we got another mid song. Actually listening to The Ruins, I didn't realise how repetitive it was. Like, this is a 20-second song on repeat, but he's trying to cosplay as a full song. D tier. Finally, some good food. Evil Snake Lady is here to save the day, pulling me out of this mid-hole I've dug myself in. I love when Castle Crasher music incorporates sound into their song that matches what's happening in the game. There's a vibrate-like sound that imitates a rattlesnake's tail, there's a subtle female voice that I imagine is Medusa singing, and the whole song sounds celestial, since it's Medusa after all. And speaking of Medusa, since she is a snake, or at least has snakes, I love how the song transitions into one of them snake taming flutes you see in Asian countries. All whilst the whole song maintains this serious, imposing vibe to it, fitting of a boss fight. Man, this song is good, and I think it deserves a solid A tier. Here we go! The second half of Castle Crashers is finally beginning to cook as Winter Bliss is a serious jam. It starts out with this etheric, blissful sound that makes me imagine snow blowing in the wind. Then, unlike some other songs on this list, Winter Bliss kicks it up a notch with a beat that ramps up as the song goes on. This gives me some serious Geometry Dash vibes and I love it. Then, when you think it couldn't get any better, whoo, they pull out the violins, I think. I don't know what they actually are, but I don't care because I'm already busting a move. Winter Bliss is one of my favourite songs in Castle Crashers and is easily an S tier. It's like a 5-second drum loop played on repeat. Yeah, that's about it. D tier. At first, I didn't really care for Second Thoughts. It's a song I just don't ever remember or think about, but actually taking the time to listen to it and where it places in the game, and I think Second Thoughts is great. It's intense, and really feels like you are reaching the big bad at the end of the game. I love how sharp and blunt some of the instruments are throughout, reminding me of lightning strikes, which I guess makes sense considering the craziness going on around you. So very surprising to me, I'm gonna give Second Thoughts a B tier. It's finally time for the song. The song that is scientifically proven to boost testosterone by 900%. The song that turns you into the boss that can solo any army. The song that turns boys into men. Simple Sight is easily one of the best songs in Castle Crashers. Hell, in the world. But unfortunately for you viewers, you're gonna have to listen to my rendition of Simple Sight. Yeah, I'm sorry. But hell, a song this legendary deserves to be protected, so it is what it is. With previous songs in this list, I have mentioned that I wish they were used more throughout the game, with the sole exception of Simple Sight. Saving this song for one of the most adrenaline-infused fights is genius, and it really elevates the entire Necromancer boss fight and makes the whole sequence memorable. God, we need a Castle Crashers 2 with a resurrected Necromancer. S tier. The Final Confrontation suffers from the most unfortunate positioning in all of media, and that's appearing right after Simple Sight. It's a shame because this song isn't that bad. It's dramatic and grand, which makes sense for the final boss of the game, but man, coming off of the adrenaline-infused, testosterone-filled gauntlet fight to the death Necromancer with Simple Sight, the Final Confrontation and the evil wizard boss just falls flat. It doesn't help either that this song is pretty short, and therefore repeats itself many times with the long evil wizard fight. C tier. You probably thought the video was over, didn't you? But we still got songs to rank. Orange's Kiss is, well, barely a song to be honest, but hey, it vibrates my eardrums, so it counts. I guess I like how goofy this song is, but I mean, that's about it. D tier. What an amazing name Castle Crashers Online Music is. It just really rolls off the tongue. This song gives me serious whiplash whenever I hear it because I could never guess it's from Castle Crashers. It sounds more like the backtrack to a freestyle rap battle than a fantasy fighting game. Alright everybody, listen to me. People in the back jump up to see we playing Castle Crashers. B tier. Archetype is the music used in Arena both in Castle Crashers story and online, and it's really good. Dare I say better than the Final Confrontation for a final boss type music. It's loud, intense, and really gets you into that fighting mood, making it the perfect music when getting juggled by that sweaty player for the millionth time. Not like that's ever happened to me or anything. A tier. You know, Run does not get the credit it deserves, as when anybody talks about Back Off Barbarian, it's to mention that the older minigames were better. Run, like other songs in Castle Crashers, gives me major Geometry Dash vibes, which makes sense considering it's made by Waterflame. I like how fast paced it is, and also how it ramps up with intensity as the song goes on, making it perfect for Back Off Barbarian. A tier. And that is all 40 songs in Castle Crashers tier listed. Do you agree with my list, or do I deserve to be unsubscribed and cancelled? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And of course, use code RECA for 10% off your cheeky gamer subs order, link in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.